going on, everybody? Welcome back to TTP Sports. Forewarning to everybody here. Might get loud. This might get loud. Might get very obnoxious. So I am putting a warning for you guys here to either turn your volume down if you're wearing earbuds with this, because I pray for your eardrums. And, yeah, the warning is out there. So, thank everybody. Enjoy the program. So, how the fuck did you shit the bed that badly? Huh? Huh? That was kind of weird dampening on that. It wasn't loud as I thought it was going to be, but it might get louder. It might get louder. Because how the flying fuck did you shit the bed that badly? Seriously, I want to know. I want to know. How bad was it going to get the entire goddamn night? You gave everybody so much ounce of hope when you go up 3-0 against this team. With Cristopher Sanchez on the bump, with the way he's been pitching the entire season, oh my god, this game might be a fucking slam dunk. This game might be a fucking slam dunk. And nope. 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 As soon as Cristopher Sanchez allowed his first base runner, the dude shed his pants so badly that once he goes back into the dugout after the Mets tied the game, he's kicking a trash can like a little fucking toddler. Like a little goddamn toddler. Because he allowed the Mets to get back into the game and tie it. Also, offensively, when you're getting 20 billion base runners in the first 3 innings against Kodai Senga, who can't throw a strike for his life, might I add. The dude can't throw strikes. The dude is all over the fucking strike zone. The dude doesn't go deep in the ball games, and you saw that firsthand in tonight's game. What I've been saying about the Mets starting rotation the entire goddamn year is that their starting rotation can't go deep into ball games. That their bullpen would get gassed through the rest of the season because of that. Because of the ramifications, it's a cause and an effect. And you saw that right on cue, basically, tonight with Senga on the mound. He looked awful. He looked bad. But what did the Phillies do, as they traditionally do? They don't hit with runners in scoring position, and they don't take advantage. They went 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position in the first 4 innings of this ball game. Yeah, they made it a 3-0 game. Yes, that is good. 3 runs should be enough for Cristopher Sanchez to not shit the bed. And when no one really expected Cristopher Sanchez to shit the bed as badly as he did tonight. And I do have a lot more things to say about Cristopher Sanchez, but before I get to that, what was the fucking thing that I said coming into this series that I wanted to see from this team? I wanted to see for once, just an ounce of a killer mentality from this team. Something that we've never seen from this team, basically going back years at this point. Back to 2022. And yes, I understand the 2022 World Series, the Houston Astros were the better team than you. Yes, the expectations probably were not to win that World Series. The expectations that the Astros were going to win that World Series. But a fucking killer mentality when you're going up against a fucking Arizona Diamondbacks team that is worse than you, and you fail to you shit the bed so badly, even though you have a fucking 3-2 series lead, going back to your ballpark in a game 6 and 7, and you shit the bed so badly you lose both of those games and lose a chance to go back to the World Series. And then when you had last year, when you get off to such that great start, and then for some reason, something just snapped when you went or came back from London, and you played like 500 baseball for the rest of the goddamn year. And we still put our fucking hope in you because you were going into a series as the National League East division winner with a fucking bye week, and you were playing a Mets team that was worse than you, and you should have beat that team, and once again you shat the bed because you lack a killer instinct. And what did I see in this goddamn game, once again, that I was asking for, that I did not see? A killer instinct. A killer mentality from this team because they don't have 1 ounce of their fucking body. Now, can things still change in this series? Of course. Of course, the Phillies can still win 2 games in this series. I'm not putting that out to run at all. But with the way that you lost this game, the way that you got fucking pantsed, the way that you got embarrassed in the series, you got pantsed. You got pantsed in this goddamn game. Belt to fucking ass. That's what it was. That badly? I'd still be shocked if they fucking found a way to win the last 2 games, even though it's not even out of the concept. I'd be more shocked if they won the series rather than getting swept. That's how badly you lost this game. That's how bad and pathetic you looked as the game just fucking continued on. Because at this point, the Mets, they know you're their bitch. Every time you go in the Citi Field, you are their bitch. You go there, you get spanked, you get paddled like the good little bitch you are. That's what happens every time you go to Citi Field. Because for some reason, this ballpark is a goddamn nightmare for this team. I don't know why. Every time they play in this ballpark, they're scared. They are scared. And the Mets know it too. The Mets know it too. For as bad as the Mets, and the Mets have been bad for a very long time, for the past months basically. They've been bad. They still know they could take advantage of you because they know they're better than you. The head-to-head matchup-wise. Phillies may be the better team constructed than the Mets. The Mets, I still believe, are a worse team than the Phillies, but head-to-head matchup-wise, the Mets are better than the Phillies because for some reason the Phillies just don't know how to beat the Mets when it comes to going to that ballpark. It doesn't make sense. What is that, 8 straight games now lost against at Citi Field? The last time the Phillies won a 3-game series at Citi Field, I believe, was 2021. I think that's the case. And people want to bring up, oh, they won 2 games in Citi Field last year. That was a weird home-and-home 4-game series. 2 games in Philadelphia, 2 games in Citi Field. Yeah, they won 2 games in Citi Field, but they did a weird thing because they split 2 games at home, 2 games on the road, and then there was a 2 games in London where they split the home and the road games. So whatever the fuck it was, it didn't count. I don't count that as a full 3-game series. The last time you won a full-fledged series against the Mets in New York City in Citi Field was 2021, for goddamn sakes. We're talking about 4 years here. Every time you go into Citi Field, you're either losing the series or you're getting swept. That's basically what the process is. Like, what else should we expect at this point? Because every time the Phillies go to this goddamn ballpark, they get spanked. They get spanked. They don't know how to score runs in this ballpark. They don't know how to pitch in this ballpark. They don't know how to do anything in this ballpark. We saw it last year in the playoffs. We saw it for the past so many goddamn years. And realistically, the Phillies have been the Mets' bitch ever since the Phillies blew that 7-1 lead back in 2022 in that top of the 9th inning in Philadelphia. Ever since then, the Mets have just been in the Phillies' heads. They just can't get over this team for some reason. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Ever since then, the Mets have been in the Phillies' head ever since. For 3 years now at this point. For 3 years now. It's crazy. Oh, the Phillies won a series back in Philadelphia like a month or 2 ago. Yeah, I get that. But Citi Field is a whole different fucking territory for this goddamn Phillies team. It's not even funny. It's literally pathetic how bad they just died tonight. Absolutely fucking pathetic. It's just crazy. It is crazy how badly one base runner that Cristopher Sanchez even allows, it just got that bad. Where even though he got a fucking double play, then you get the balk. Then you get the wild pitch, and then you get, what was it? I don't remember at this point. Just allowing so many base runners and balls to be squared up and what was it? A freaking play that Alec Bohm probably should have had at third base or something like that. I believe there was something like that in this game. So much shit happened in this game as it just all blends together. Then you get a fucking terrible pickoff. Not even a terrible pickoff attempt. You had fucking Juan Soto dead to rights on the first base pad. Bryce Harper fucking lolly-da on the goddamn base pads, holding the goddamn ball, running like 50 miles before he even decides to throw the ball to Bryson Stott, and then Bryson Stott has to rush the tag down because Bryce Harper took fucking 10 years to throw him the ball. When you throw the Bryson Stott even sooner, you get Soto out, and eventually you're probably out of the goddamn inning. And also, I have something to say about Bryce Harper here. Bryce Harper, I love you. I love you. I love you. Like, don't get me wrong here. But Bryce, buddy, if you are going to wear equipment, your cleats, your elbow pads, your goddamn baseball gloves, if you're going to wear equipment that is the colors of the team that you are going up against, the opposing team, he was wearing dark blue cleats or something like that. He was wearing orange gloves and something with his fucking elbow guards or something like that. If you're going to wear equipment that is the opposite color or the color of the team that you are playing against, and trying to quote-unquote troll the other team by wearing that equipment. How about show up when your team actually fucking needs you? How about don't swing and miss with runners on, I believe it was first and second in the top of the fourth inning, when you have a chance to basically blow the game open. Don't swing and miss at a fastball right down the middle of the plate. Don't whiff. Don't make a stupid mistake on the base paths when you're trying to pick off somebody going from first to second base when you had him dead to rights. Don't make stupid mistakes. And what did Bryce Harper do? He whiffed on a fastball down the middle of the plate and struck out with base runners on the base paths. What else did Bryce Harper do? He took forever to fucking throw the ball to Bryson Stott when you had Juan Soto dead to rights on the base paths, and that just led the inning to continue even further downwards and into a bad downward spiral for Cristopher Sanchez. And that's not taking blame off Cristopher Sanchez, because Cristopher Sanchez, for fucking some reason, just something snapped. Something broke when he allowed that first base runner, because for the first 3 innings, he was spectacular. He was great. But for some reason, in that fourth inning, when he allowed the base runner, even though he got a double play to get 2 outs, but then it was just hit after defensive mistake after hit, falling off the mound and balking somebody, wild pitch. Did anybody else notice when somebody was on second base when Cristopher Sanchez was on the mound, he was tucking in his glove somewhere closer to his body to where I guess the Mets couldn't see what pitch he was throwing, so they couldn't steal signs or anything like that? Did that get under anybody else's skin? Was that the only thing that I noticed, or was I the only one that noticed that? Did anybody else notice that every time somebody was on second base, Cristopher Sanchez's pitching stance just looked a little bit different, to where he was tucking his glove in closer to his body so he can hide the ball and hide what pitch was coming or something like that? That to me just sounds like, what the fuck, dude? Did you just get scared or something like that? You were no-hitting this team through 3 innings. All of a sudden you allow a base runner, you're fucking scared? What? That made me lose so much faith in you, dude. And you've been great all year. You've been great for a year and a half at this point. Why all of a sudden that you just completely shut the bed like that? And I understand sometimes a pitcher's not going to have your best stuff, but when you're given a 3-run lead, dude, you don't shit the bed the moment that they get one chance. That badly. That badly. And also, he probably should not have came out for the 6th inning. He probably shouldn't have come out, because he was just that bad in the 4th and the 5th. He was that bad. He shouldn't have come out. He shouldn't have come out for the 6th. But for some, he was, and then it got worse. Then it just continued to get worse. Then he just continued to get worse. Then it just continued to get worse. You bring out Jordan Romano, that was basically already waving the white flag, because what else is new? He allows a home run. What else is new? Then the more runs score. They allow more runs to score. More runs, more runs, more runs, belt to fucking S. That's basically what it was. And to all the Phillies fans that got so cocky coming into this series, this is what you fucking get. This is what you fucking get, because the division was nowhere close to being over. And what did I say coming into the series? I wanted to see a killer mentality from this team to finally put the Mets away for a chance to, get a really strong hold in the division. Congratulations, Phillies, you brought the Mets right back into the division. Now, granted, yes, like I said, there is still a chance for this team to win the next 2 games. I am not denying that there is a chance. But after this game, could you blame me for not feeling that way? For not being confident that they can win the next 2 games? Why should I be? Why should I be? Why should I be? I got Cristopher Sanchez in here. After a 1 bad inning, he's kicking the fucking trash can in the dugout like a goddamn toddler. I got Alec Boehm complaining about a fucking microphone in center field because I guess there was a light shining off of it. Oh, it didn't feel like there was a problem for the Mets hitters in the 4th and the 5th inning when that was apparently an issue. Why was it an issue for you then? Oh, when you take that mic down, you should be hitting like gods then. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking like that? No? No? How about, some other people in the lineup? Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber, dude, I love you. Where have you been? Where have you been for the past few games? Oh yeah, you got an RBI grounded in the top of the 1st inning. Whoop-de-fucking-do. How about hit a bomb? How about hit something over the fence? How about hit 2 bombs with runners in scoring position? How about driving a bunch of runners? How about breaking the game wide open? Was that not allowed to happen? Apparently you couldn't do that? No? Trey Turner starts the game off with a double. I mean, not a double, fucking triple. Oh, you brought him home with a ground out joy. How about when other runners get on base? How about when guys like Stott Bader get on base, Kepler get on base, Marsh get on base, and all that stuff? Can you not drive those runners home? Schwartz? Can you not hit a bomb over the seats? Can you not take advantage of a guy that's throwing hangers all day, living day? Stop chasing the fucking fork ball in the dirt because you know he's going to fucking throw it. And he was basically spiking that every fucking pitch. Couldn't locate his fastball. Curveball was hanging all over the place all day. Is it not possible? Schwartz, you're supposed to be an MVP candidate. We're all trying to put you out there to be the MVP favorite. Where have you been? Where have you been? I need you to show up. I need you to show up in these type of series. I need Bryce to show up in these type of series. Where are your superstars? Where are your superstars? At least Trey Turner had a fucking triple in this game. Kyle Schwarber over 2 with runners in scoring position, I believe. Bryce Harper, I believe he was over 1 or over 2 with runners in scoring position, I believe. Yeah. Not good enough. Not even close to fucking good enough. Trey Turner 1 for 5. Kyle Schwarber 0 for 1 with an RBI ground out and a walk. Bryce Harper 1 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. JT Realmuto 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch. Alec Bohm 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. He had the lone big hit with runners in scoring position. Whoop-de-doo. Brandon Marsh 1 for 3 with a walk. Max Kepler 1 for 4. Bader 1 for 3 with a walk. And then Stott 0 for 3 with a walk. Yeah. Cristopher Sanchez, terrible. 5 in the third innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 of those earned, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 94 pitches. He only threw 56 strikes. His ERA is now up to 2.66. Embarrassing. Just so bad. Jordan Romano allowed 4 runs. That's not shocking. Joe Ross allowed 3 runs. That's not shocking. It's insane. It's insane. As the game started off so good. Top of the first inning, Turner with the leadoff triple after a very long at bat. Schwarber brings him home with the ground out. Nothing else happens there. Top of the second inning, Marsh walk, Kepler single. Then he got first and second there. Bader strikes out a pitch right down the fucking middle of the plate, and then Stott lines out. Missed opportunity right there. Top of the third inning, Schwarber walks. Harper single, so you have first and third for JT. He strikes out. But then Bohm gets the single that scores 2 runs. Becomes a 3-0 game. Then Marsh doubled, but then Kepler flew out. Still, it's a 3-0 lead. Sanchez with a 1-2-3, bottom of the third, top of the fourth. This is when you could have blown the game even up further. Bader reached on an infield single. Stott walked. Turner then flew out. Schwarber grounded into a fielder's choice, and then Harper struck out with a pitch right down the middle of the plate. Here come the Mets. Juan Soto with an RBI single. Marte grounds into a double play, so you got 2 outs. Then Alonso singles on the first pitch. Then a balk happens because I guess Sanchez misplaced his footing or something like that. Then a wild pitch. Then Vientos doubled. Then Nimmo singled. 3-2 ball game. Taylor walked. McNeil singled. Scored another run. Tied the ball game up. Bottom five. What did the Phillies do to respond after that? JT got hit by a pitch. Bohm grounded into a double play against the Mets bullpen. Bottom 5. Soto with a walk. Should have got picked off because he was caught dead to rights in the base paths, but Bryce Harper fucked it up. Starting Marte walked. Alonso then struck out, but then once again, Mark Vientos, the dude that sucked all fucking year, apparently is the hottest guy on planet Earth right now, hits a double that scores a run and gives the Mets the lead 4-3. Phillies go 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th. Offense didn't do anything against the Mets bullpen that's struggling, huh? Not shocked. Bottom 6, Taylor with a leadoff double against Sanchez. He came back out. Torrens with a double that scored the 5th run for the Mets. Then David Robertson comes in. Strikes out Lindor, walks Juan Soto, allows a single to Marte. Made it 6-3, then he gets Alonso to ground out. Top of the 7th, the Phillies go down 1-2-3. Bottom 7, Romano out there on the mound. Just look how bad this guy. Vientos got hit by a pitch. Nimmo walked. Taylor singled to load the bases. McNeil sacrifice fly. Torrens with a 3-run shot made it 10-3. Phillies 1-2-3 in the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. Joe Ross out there on the mound hits Marte with the first batter of the inning, first pitch. Beatty then walks. Then all but 2 outs. Taylor single, McNeil single, Torrens RBI singles, 13-3, blah, 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 blah. All terrible, terrible. And just look at the Mets lineup. Lindor went 0 for 6 with 3 strikeouts. You shut down Lindor and Alonso for the most part today. Alonso went 1 for 5. Lindor went 0 for 6. That's fucking 1 for 11 with 5 strikeouts. Soto, he went 1 for 3 with 2 walks. Like, for the most part, it's their bottom of the fucking lineup that did all the damage. Vientos 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Nimmo 1 for 4 with an RBI. Taylor 3 for 4 with an RBI. This dude's batting .213. McNeil, hello Shoko, 2 for 4 with 3 RBI. Fucking Torrens, who's batting .221. 282 on base with a .324 slug, is 3 for 5 with 5 RBIs and a home run. This is what you're getting roughed up by, Cristopher Sanchez? That bottom of the lineup is what you're getting roughed up by? Embarrassing. Embarrassing. I'm not even saying the Phillies' bottom of the lineup is even better, but holy shit, it's 20 billion times better than that. God damn. God damn. Fucking Kodai Senga had 93 pitches in 4 innings. 93 pitches in 4 innings. He was bad. He walked 3 guys. 3! The bullpen allowed 1 base runner, and that was a walk in the 9th inning. You had 1 base runner against their fucking bullpen in 5 innings. How? I'm sorry for the ear-piercing screams, but I'm like, how? How is it that bad? Jesus Christ. Was it that bad? I know, Shoko, it is that bad. There's meowing all over the place. Now it's a 6-game lead in the fucking East. Soon to be 5, soon to be 4, because you're probably getting swept this series, because this is, whoa, what a way to not set the tone in this series, huh, boys? Huh? How about that? How about that, huh? Does Rob Thompson have any excuses after today's game? Any excuses after today's game from Rob Thompson? I'm not entirely sure. He probably will. What's the deal with fucking Cristopher Sanchez? And then people are going to say, oh, if you're going to lose in this. Not like this. Not like this to your division rival. I don't want to hear for a goddamn second, oh, if you're going to lose, just lose in this fashion. Let the Mets get all their runs early. If this was a game against, let's say, just a random bumblefuck team, if this was a game against the St. Louis Cardinals, if this was a game against any other random team, like, what else? Who else? I'm trying to think of random teams. The Kansas City Royals, any random fucking team that you're not fighting for with the fucking division. You don't lose like that. The team you're fighting in the division for that you're trying to fucking put away. For once. You failed to do that last year when you were, basically trying to run away with the division. Even though you did, you still didn't put the Mets away because they just came clawing back. When you have a chance to put them away. And people are saying, oh, the Phillies, would I be shocked that the Phillies still, yeah. Do I think they're still winning the division? Yes. But, this is the problem. This is the problem. This is the fucking problem with this team. They don't have a fucking killer mentality. When you have a chance to put a team away for good, you do that. You do that. Regardless of fucking past records, past history. You go into the series like fuck all that. We're going to go in here. We're going to bury this team's ass. We're going to belt the ass them. No. What the Phillies do every time they go into Citi Field, they bend over, they pull down their pants, they have their bare asses on full display, full mooning basically everybody, and one by one they take paddles to the fucking ass. Because of the Mets bitches. Every fucking time they play in Citi Field. That's what they do. Was I getting a little too descriptive there? Probably. But that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Jesus. Jesus fucking Christ, man. So annoying. Amazing. Amazing. Do we get any I saw Cristopher Sanchez talked on post game. Does he have any quotes from today? I don't think anybody's posting anything. Anything Anything. Let's see. Wait, guys, my cat wants to. Jesus Christ! I want to let the cat out of the room, just so she can go out into the hallway. What do we want to open the fucking door? My other cat's there stalking her. Won't let her out of the room. Now she ran into the bathroom. Unbelievable. How my night's fucking going? Crazy. No, I'm not seeing anything from postgame whatsoever. No quotes that stand out. Nothing. There I go, the route of going on postgame to hear what Cristopher Sanchez had to say for his pathetic performance tonight. Do I even try? Let me try. Which? Can I just log into YouTube TV, please? Is that even physically possible right now? I'm trying to get the YouTube TV so I can get the broadcast of what Cristopher Sanchez had to say for his excuses tonight. Let me get. Okay, so you guys can't hear. Just try to find it. I swear I saw Cristopher Sanchez speak. There he is. There he is. Let me get this up, guys, here.
On that pitch that you didn't throw in that inning, and did that impact your rhythm or affect you the rest of the game?
¿Qué pasó con ese pitcher que no pudiste lanzar en ese inning y eso te impactó en lo que te faltó de salida?
Rebalé cuando me estaba deslizando pajón y nada, me rebalé y tuve que parar, no podía tirar la bola así porque me podía lesionar y creo que perdí un poco el ritmo después de eso. Sí.
I just slipped when I was going towards home, and I slipped in a way that I wasn't able to throw the ball because I could have hurt myself. So I just stopped, and I think it threw me off my rhythm a little bit.
Did you feel it physically? Like, was it something that was physically impacting you?
¿Te sientes que algo físico que te cambió el ritmo o no?
No, solamente con los picheos y tú sabes, la confianza un poquito.
It just affected me with my pitches a little bit and maybe my confidence a little.
Bryce is also speaking on post game, so we'll go to Bryce after this too.
Nothing physical.
Did you feel like maybe you didn't have your best feel for the game?
Okay, so that was all from Cristopher Sanchez. So the balk that he had when he slipped on the mound affected his mechanics. Boy, that's definitely something I want. Let's hear what Bryce have to say. Get the Bryce.
22 of your last 28 here. Like, is there anything about this place that just need to play better? I mean, is there anything you could pinpoint maybe when you guys come in here?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a good team over there. Right now, we don't play too well.
Don't give the Mets credit. Please, that's the last thing I want to hear. Please do not give the Mets fucking credit. Stop with the good ball team shit. Just say we fucking sucked.
Here, obviously, tonight didn't go the way we wanted it to, and kind of got away from, in the fifth inning or sixth inning there. So just got to be better. Got to, flush it as quick as possible and get ready for tomorrow.
What did you see on that rundown play?
Yeah, just got to get rid of it earlier.
I mean, do you guys feel like you maybe missed some opportunities early? You put a lot of pitches on Senga, had some guys on there.
Yeah, I thought we had some, really good at-bats against him. Obviously, we want to put it up there so we don't have to let him get comfortable, right? Once he gets comfortable, it gets pretty tough. So thought we did a great job, putting pitches on him and having good at-bats. Then, got into their bullpen, and like I said, the game kind of got away from us and didn't really have a chance to get back there.
Is there some type of mental thing about this place? I mean, I know sometimes you go places and it feels different. Is there anything about this place, I don't know, that the results are what they are?
No, I mean, we're just getting beat. I mean, obviously, that's a good team. They play us well. But we got to come in tomorrow and get Mania and, see what we can do.
Bigger picture, you guys came in here at 6 now. We came in with a 7-game lead. And did you, as a team, maybe see this as a chance to really make us, at least if you win the next year, make a statement of like there's only 31 games left now, I think. I mean, what can a good series here do?
No, I mean that's our goal, right? Obviously, we wanted to try to get a sweep, and that's not going to happen. But trying to win the series, that's a big thing. Putting a dent into the 6-game lead or 7-game lead. So got to come out tomorrow ready to play and try to get a win.
Phillies Sanchez's worst outing of the year. What's your confidence in his ability to bounce back from it?
Yeah, he's great. I mean, that's going to happen. Obviously, they put some good swings on him tonight, and might have been tipping a little bit. We'll see.
What makes you think that?
I mean, the Mets are so good at it. I think they're one of the best teams in the game. Really getting guys and getting tips. So just try to see what we can do with him.
That didn't tell me anything, and granted, Bryce doesn't really give you much, so I'm not really. So the one question, obviously, Destiny Legardo just posted it on Twitter. Bryce has suspected that the Mets had a tip on Sanchez. The Mets are good at it. Blah 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 blah. That's something that I pointed out. But Cristopher Sanchez was hiding his glove. So that's something that I saw immediately when he had a runner on second base. Rob Thompson saying we really got to check on Jordan Romano tomorrow and see what's going on. God. Now we're going to blame that Romano was injured or something like that, instead of just admitting that the signing was terrible and the dude just sucks. Unless Rob is trying to haul ass for fucking Dave Dombrowski and protect his ass for the bad signing. Most likely that's the case. I don't know, though. I mean, at this point, why do we expect him to really say much in post-game press conferences? They're not going to. What else is there? I don't think there's much. I got still a lot of frustration. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like, we do have a voicemail here from Sean, so we might as well get to that before we end it off, because we're definitely gonna have a big recap from Brodes tonight, and he is definitely very pissed after the dude got so cocky after the Phillies went up 3-0. I blame him. If you want to blame anybody, blame Brodes. He got too cocky after the 3rd inning. With the Sean.
So let's get right to it. Number one, Cristopher Sanchez, this loss is on you. I mean, we know what our offense is. I was surprised they got anything off of Senga. They should have done more because he didn't have his best stuff either. But your team got you 3 runs. You're the ace of the staff. That should be enough to win you a game. These are the type of games you're going to have to win in postseason, and you shriveled up like a shrinking violet tonight. Offensively, same old. Chances to cash in with guys in scoring position, didn't do it. And where's the fight back on this team? As soon as the Mets started getting things going their way and took the lead, the Phillies, again, shrinking violets, just like they always do in Citi Field. They see that big apple, and the urine starts to run down their leg in fear. Finally, new haircut for Jordan Romano, same garbage. Again, that's the difference between a Howie Roseman who admits when he makes a mistake and gets rid of garbage off of his team, as opposed to our team that allows the Jordan Romanos and Joe Rosses to hang around. again, the magic number of this series is 1. The Phillies had to come away with 1 win in this series. I don't think they're going to do it. And now you've allowed the Mets to hang around and remain somewhat relevant. Another shit performance by the Phillies in a stadium that they cannot win in.
Perfectly said. Perfectly said. I got no rebuttal to that. No rebuttal to that whatsoever. And yeah, I think it's right to say that, hey, Cristopher Sanchez, Phillies got you a 3-0 lead. You're the de facto wave of the staff now. You got to go out there and not shit the bed as badly as you did. Because, honest to God, if Cristopher Sanchez doesn't shit the bed, Phillies win this game probably. Probably. I mean, people kept saying coming into this game, oh, the Mets, they suck against left-handed pitchers. Their OPS is terrible, blah, 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 blah. Something snapped in Cristopher Sanchez. Was it as simple as him slipping on the mound threw off his mechanics? It shouldn't have been that bad, though. It shouldn't have been that bad to where one slip on the mound threw up your entire mechanics. It can't be, like, I guess, are you scared of it? That the next time it could possibly happen? It's I don't know, man. I don't know. Something just seems off. Something, not injury-wise. It just, something just felt off after that. And especially when runner got on second base, he started hiding his glove. I just noticed that right from the get-go. He was hiding his glove. And that probably also fucked up his mechanics. Because you're trying to hide gloves so a team can't steal signs. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So, yeah. I'd be shocked if the Phillies managed to win the next 2 games. I'd be very shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if they got swept, because that's just what happens in Citi Field with this team. That just happens. Now, like I said, I'm not ruling out the possibility of them taking the next 2 games. I'm not. It's just very slim at this fucking rate. Like I said, I'd be more surprised if they win the next 2 games and win this series, rather than being shocked at them getting swept. I mean, like, let's be real here. Let's be real here. Even the most confident of Phillies fans and the delusional of Phillies fans and the most optimistic of Phillies fans had to have that creeping thought in the back of their mind. Going into Citi Field is your field of horrors, field of nightmares. You really thought you were going to sweep the Mets in Citi Field? And I really don't want to hear for 1 second about, oh, I'd rather lose a game like this. And if you're going to lose like this. Get the fuck out of here and shut up. Get out of here and shut up. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. Well, that'll do it for tonight, everybody. I appreciate you all for tuning in as always. I see a bunch of you here in the comments section. I appreciate you all. You know I love every single one of you. And I'm surprised there was really no Mets fans that came in here and trolled. That's a first. Yeah. Appreciate all of you. Austin, Michael, Franco, Julian, all that stuff. Someone else in the chat that I haven't seen before. I see R Seeker. I've seen him before. Patrick St. Clair. I haven't seen you before, but I appreciate you joining in. All that stuff. So, that'll do it for tonight, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Recap obviously will be tomorrow as always after tomorrow night's game. Hopefully it does end up in a win. And we're more talking positive after tonight, but I doubt it. So yeah, don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Does me a great deal of service. And also use the code TTPSPORTS, $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. Great deal. Don't pass it up. So appreciate y'all tuning in. Tomorrow will probably just be as bad. Maybe not even worse. But we'll see. We'll see. Sun still comes up tomorrow. Brand new day. Blah, 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 blah. So appreciate y'all. Have a good night. I'll see you next.